Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. You monster. Tell them where you hid her. My sister Olivia's scream cut through the air as she collapsed into my father's arms. Red and blue lights flooded my cabin walls while the SWAT team dragged me out in handcuffs. They said I kidnapped her baby. I didn't fight. I didn't scream. I just stared at Olivia. Because exactly 24 hours earlier she wasn't screaming. She was begging me to hide her daughter, to cover up her own bruises. She thought she could frame the family scapegoat for a crime she committed. She was wrong. Watch closely because this is how I destroyed her perfect lie. It started one day before the raid. My cabin in the Smoky Mountains was supposed to be my escape. Silence. Trees. Distance from my family's chaos. I bought it with the advance from my last book, paid for in cash and peace. Then my phone rang. Olivia. My stomach tightened. She never called unless something was wrong. Or she needed something. Ashley, thank God, she cried. It's Brandon. He collapsed. They think it's a heart attack. I'm following the ambulance. I can't let Isabella see him like this. Please take her. You're the only one I trust. The story didn't make sense. Brandon was 34. A marathon runner. They had nannies, staff drivers. So why drive 2 hours into the mountains? But panic is contagious. And Olivia had always been good at spreading it. I said yes. I always said yes. 2 hours later, her SUV tore into my driveway. Olivia jumped out. Not like a grieving wife but like someone running from a crime scene. Perfect makeup. Designer dress. Wild eyes. She pulled my 8-year-old niece, Isabella, from the back seat. Isabella wouldn't look at me. It was July. 90 degrees. She was wearing a thick hoodie pulled tight. When I reached for her hand, she flinched. A violent practice flinch. I saw it then, a dark bruise on her wrist. Finger-shaped. Deep purple. I should have asked questions. I should have demanded answers. I should have called Brandon. But I didn't. And here's why. For 28 years I was Olivia's fixer. When she wrecked her car I took the blame. When she stole from our parents I replaced the money. When chaos followed her I cleaned it up. They called it being a good sister. It was really survival. If I fixed things the screaming stopped. If I asked questions it got worse. So my brain rewrote the bruise. She fell. She's clumsy. Don't make it worse. I wasn't stupid. I was trained. Fixers don't ask why the floor is bloody. They just bleach it. I took Isabella inside. Locked the door. Made hot chocolate. She slept on the couch whimpering through nightmares. I stayed awake all night. By morning Olivia wasn't answering. Neither was Brandon. Instead my phone exploded with messages. From my mother. We always knew you were jealous. You're a monster. From my father. Give her back. You're dead to us. They didn't ask if Isabella was safe. They didn't ask what happened. They skipped straight to judgment. Because if Olivia said I was the villain, then I always was. Then the windows shook. Not from wind, from engines. SWAT vehicles. My door was kicked in. Handcuffs snapped shut. And then the detective played the recording. My voice. I have your daughter. Wire $500,000. If you go to the police, I'll finish what I started. Perfect tone. Perfect cadence. A deep fake. But it sounded exactly like me. And something terrifying happened. I didn't scream. I went silent. Because when you're the family scapegoat long enough, even innocence feels unbelievable. For one moment I wondered if I'd done it. That's the real power of abuse. It makes you doubt your own reality. In interrogation they showed photos. A neighbor's blurry picture of me helping Isabella from the car. They called it dragging. Photos of her bruises. They blamed me. They threatened life in prison. Then the fog cleared. The ransom amount. $500,000. Exactly Olivia's gambling debt. I finally understood. This wasn't panic. It was a plan. What Olivia didn't plan for was Kyle. Her personal trainer. Her affair partner. She promised him money. Then blamed him. He recorded everything. And when the video played, the lie collapsed. Footage of Olivia covering bruises with makeup. Coaching Isabella to lie. Threatening her if she didn't. Then Isabella walked in. She ran straight to me. And told the truth. Olivia was arrested, convicted, sentenced to 15 years. Brandon gave me full custody of Isabella. My parents tried to apologize. I chose silence. Today Isabella is 9. Safe, loud, unafraid. We live in the mountains. I built an art therapy center for children like her. Justice wasn't prison. Justice was what we built afterward. If this story resonated, share it. Every scapegoat deserves to know this. You were never the problem. You were the solution.